In this video, you will learn how to perform basic operation of number bases in any given base. We will begin with the addition operation, and we will illustrate how to add numbers in any given base using the following examples. However, before we go ahead to begin to solve these examples, let's quickly do a recap on how to perform the normal addition. Please note that the normal addition, the one you are familiar with from your elementary knowledge of mathematics, is always in base 10. Before we go ahead to illustrate the addition concept with the following examples, let's quickly do a quick recap on the normal addition that you're already familiar with. Suppose you have 29 plus 34. Now, note that the normal addition that you're already familiar with is usually in base 10. Now, if I had 9 plus 4, that would give me 13. It would be wrong to write 13 because the normal addition is in base 10. And in base 10, the digits that make up base 10 numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So clearly we can see that 13 here is not part of the base 10 digits, so we cannot have 13. So what do we now do when we have an answer or a result that is beyond the digits that make up our number base system? What we do is to divide the answer by the base we're adding in. We're adding in base 10, so we divide 13 by 10. That will give us 1 remainder 3. This 1 remainder 3 can be written as 1 3. So we write the remainder of 3 and carry 1. So the proper thing to do here will be to write the remainder of 3 and to carry the 1. So we write the remainder of 3 and then we carry 1. Then 1 plus 2 will give us 3. 3 plus 3 will give us 6. We can write 6 here because 6 is part of the base 10 digits. So we can write 6. So our answer to the addition of these two numbers in base 10 will be 63 base 10. Now let's say you have 24 plus 33 base 5 base 5. Now if we were to add these two numbers in base 5, note that base 5 digits include 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. These are base 5 digits. Now in my addition, I must not have a digit or an answer that is above any of these digits. My answer must always be less than my base. So anytime I have an answer that is more than my base or equal to my base, I have to divide that answer by my base. For instance, 4 plus 3 here will give us 7. It will be wrong for me to write 7 here because 7 is more than my base and 7 is also not part of the base 5 digits. So what do we now do? We divide the 7 by the base. 7 in 5 in 7, that will give us 1 remainder 2. So we write the remainder of 2 and then we carry the whole. The whole here is 1. Again, if we had 1 plus 2 plus 3, that will again give us 6. It will be wrong for me again to write 6 here because 6 is greater than my base and 6 is also not part of the base 5 digit. So what do we do again? We divide the 6 by the base 5 and that will give us 1 remainder 1, which is the same as 1 1. So we write the remainder of 1 and then we carry the whole. So now the whole here is 1. Since there's nowhere to carry the whole, we will write 1 1 then 2 base 5. So this will be my answer in base 5. 1 1 to base 5. Now, having understood this concept, let's now go ahead and apply this concept to the following examples. For number 1, we are to add these two numbers in base 2. Always note that you must not have an answer that is above your base or that is equal to your base. Anytime you have such, you have to divide by your base, write the remainder and carry the whole. So here we have 1 plus 0, that will give us 1. So I can write the 1 because it's not up to my base. 0 plus 1 here will also give me 1. I can write the 1. It's not up to my base. 0 plus 0 is 0. I can write that. This will be 1. This will be 1. This will be 1. Now 1 plus 1 here will give us 2. So it will be wrong to write 2 here because 2 is equal to our base. Remember, the digits that make up our answer must be less than the base. So what do? We do 2 divided by 2. 2 into 2 is 1, remainder 0, which is 1, 0. So that means that 1 plus 1 in base 2 is 1, 0. So my answer to this question will be 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 base 2. Now for number 2. The first thing to do here in number 2 is to arrange. This is decimal number. Arrange your numbers, your digits properly to ensure that the decimal align under each other. So we have the decimal of the first one here, the decimal of the second one. Then you can now arrange the digits to the left of the decimal and the digit to the right of the decimal. So this is 1. There will be nothing here. So this 1 plus nothing, that will still give us 1. Now 2 plus 2 here will give us 4. So we cannot write 4 because 4 is exactly our base. So it will be wrong to write 4 there. So we do 4 divided by 4, which is 1, remainder 0, which is 1, 0. So we write the 0 and then we carry the whole. 1 plus 3 plus 1, that will give us 5. Again, we cannot write 5 here. 5 is beyond our base, greater than our base. So what do we do again? We do 5 divided by the base. 4 in 5, that's 1, remainder 1, which is 1, 1. So that means I have 1 here. I write the remainder and carry the whole. Again, this will give me 5. I cannot write 5 here again. So what do? I divide the 5 again by 4. 5 over 4 is 1, remainder 1. So again, we're going to have 1, 1. 1 plus 0 plus 2, that will give us 3. So we can write 3 here because it's less than our base. 1 plus 1 will give us 2. We can write 2 here, is less than our base. So our answer to this will be 231.101 base 4. Now come to number 3. We have 2313 base 5 plus 1013 base 5. The same concept is applicable here. 3 plus 3 will give us 6. We cannot write 6 here because 6 is beyond our base. So we do 6 over 5. That will give us 1, remainder 1, which is 1, 1. So we write the remainder of 1. We carry the whole. 1 plus 1 plus 1 will give us 3. We can write 3 here because it's less than our base. 3 plus 0 will give us 3, less than our base. 2 plus 1 will also give us 3, less than our base. So our answer to this is 3331 base 5. Again, we come to another decimal number. So here we have 253.4 base 6 plus 13.31 base 6 plus 2.124 base 6. So all we do is arrange properly, make sure the decimal points are properly aligned, and then the digit to the left of the decimal point and then the digit to the right of the decimal point. So if you check this first column starting from the right, we have 1 plus 2. Then here we have the third column here, we have 4. So there's nothing here except for 4. So we bring the 4 down. There's nothing to add to the 4. So since we're adding in base 6, we can write the 4 here. 1 plus 2, that will give us 3. So we can also write the 3 here, it's less than our base. Now 4 plus 3, 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. I cannot write 8 here because 8 is more than my base. So what do I do again? I do 8 divided by the base. That's 1, remainder 2, which is 1, 2. That's 12. So we write the remainder of 2. We carry the whole, 1. 1 plus 3 plus 3, that's 7. Plus 3 plus 2, that's 9. Again, we cannot write 9 because it's above our base. We have 1, remainder 3, which is 1, 3. So that will give us 3. A remainder of 3, we carry 1. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 again is above our base, so we can't write 7. So again, we do 7 over 6. That's 1, remainder 1. That's 11. So we write 1. we carry 1. Then 1 plus 2, that will give us 3. So our answer to this is 313.234 base 6. Now for question 5, look at question 5. We have 1251 base 7 plus 2313 base 4. And we are asked to leave our answer in base 7. Now to solve this, the first thing we would do is to convert, because we cannot add base 7 number, we cannot add it to a base 4 number. They are of different bases. So we must ensure that the bases of the numbers we are adding together are the same before we go ahead to perform our addition. So here we have two unlike bases. So the first thing will be to convert and ensure the bases are the same. And since we are told to leave our answer in base 7, that means we'll convert the one in base 4 to base 7. And remember that you cannot go from base 4 directly to base 7. You have to go from base 7 first to base 10, and then from base 10 to base you have to go first from base 4, I beg your pardon, from base 4 to base 10, and from base 10 to base 7. Alright, so let's do the conversion from base 4 to base 10. That will be 2, 3, 1, 3 base 4. So what we do is to begin by assigning powers of 0, 1, 2, and 3. Then the next step will be to expand this. 2 times 4 raised to power 3, 2 times 4 raised to power 3, plus 3 times 4 raised to power 2, plus 1 times 4 raised to power 1, plus 3 times 4 raised to power 0. Now 4 to the power of 3, that is 64. So that means we have 2 times 64, plus 4 to the power of 2 here, that's 16. So that will give us 3 times 16, plus 4 to the power of 1, that's 4. So this will be 1 times 4, plus 4 to the power of 0, that's 1. So this will be 3 times 1. We simplify further. 2 times this will give us 128, plus 48, plus 4, plus 3. Now the next step will be to add these numbers together. 128 plus 48, that will give us 176. 176 plus 4 will give us 180. 180 plus 3 will give us 183. Now we now convert. Now from 183 base 10, we now go to base 7. Now how do you convert from base 10 to base 7? Yes, we use the long division repeated method. So divide 183 by base 7. We divide 183 by base 7. 7 in 1 is impossible, so we combine 1 and 8 to make 18. 7 in 18 will give us 2. 7 times 2 is 14. There will be a remainder of 4. 7 in 43, that is 6. So we have a remainder of 1. 7 in 26, that is 3. 7 times 3 is 21. 26 minus 21 will give us a remainder of 5. 7 in 3 is 0, remainder 3. Since this 3 was not divided, 7 in 3 is 0. So we didn't divide this 3. We move it here as our final remainder. Therefore, our final answer in base 7 is 351. So now we can go ahead and perform our addition, since we now know what both numbers are in base 7. So the first one is 1251 base 7. The second one is 351 base 7. Now let's go ahead and add. 1 plus 1 is 2. We can write 2 because it's less than the base. 5 plus 5 is 10. We cannot write 10 here because 10 is more than our base. So again we do 10 divided by 7. That's 1 remainder 3. That's 13. 1 remainder 3. So we write the remainder of 3 and carry the whole. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. Then 1. So we have 1632 base 7. Therefore our answer is 1632 base 7. So this is how you perform addition of numbers in any given base. Thank you and see you in the next video.